Welcome to another real-time trade. In this video, I'll discuss several ways to manage the trade to empower you to design a trade management model that suits your unique mental wiring. This is the stuff of the real game. Now let's join the trade in progress. Hey guys, Czar here. Very quickly watching this on the Dow could be an opportunity right here, guys. Yeah, you know what? Entering right here. Buy stop order, you watch it. If it drives up again right into that white line, I'll be in. Watching closely. Watching closely now. I'm going over to my own platform. Just checking my brackets over here. And did that tag in? I didn't have my alerts set yet on my own platform. I'm going to move this over here so it can be seen. If now that candle taps, I'll be in. Here we go. 1 second. Thanks for your patience here, guys. Just trying to get things organized here for me. I'll explain the trade in a moment. And I'm in. I am in, guys. Tagged in. Long the Dow. Stop way down at the bottom. I'm going to tell you this one is hard to take from a psycho-emotional standpoint. All right, I'll put you on pause and we'll wait to see this thing unfold, and I'll explain more about the trade in a few minutes. All right, guys, we're back here. You can see this is not going my way so far. Looks like we're pulling back. This one feels like it's going to get stopped out, that this bearishness is going to continue. Now let me explain this trade. You might be asking, if I try to get into your head, why would you take a long on such a bearish day? Well, the Dow, if you remember, was actually up a good portion of the day, or flat, while the NASDAQ has been beaten terribly, down 2.56%. And so what we have here on the 30-minute chart, if you remember, too, was this really nice drop right out of the get-go here in New York, right from the start. Big drop, and then rallied sharply, rejected, and all the way back down. But really clean 30-minute candles, cascading candles, right? Lower highs. See that? Lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then a hammer candle. This, depending on your interpretation of the body color, I don't really get too much into that. I don't think it's that important. But this long rejection style wick or tail or shadow, if you will, right into a key zone from today. That's the important part, is from today. It also happened to be affirmed or confirmed yesterday. Very important piece from yesterday right here. And then again in Europe earlier yesterday. So this is an important zone, and you can see how important it is when all this fresh buying came in here to stop the sell-off and to fire things higher, pulling all the way back. Again, rejected fairly violently here during the twilight zone, just after. Actually, this is a 130 candle after the twilight zone. So important participants here, and I mean that because during the lunchtime things just get really dead and grindy, and I won't get into. I got videos on the nature of the twilight zone and why and how that happens, and then fresh buying comes in, that drives the afternoon. And then for the first time out of all these candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, call it 6 candles really, 30-minute candles. That's a long time, right? 3 hours plus. We've got a break above and a higher low. And so it makes sense from that standpoint to be looking for an opportunity. Then we go over to the lower time frames. This is a 2-minute chart. I usually use a 1-minute chart in the first hour or two of the day, and often move to a 2-minute chart, sometimes a 1-minute chart in the afternoon. And what do we see here? Well, we see all that driving down action that we talked about right here. Boom, boom, boom. Very clean. Impulse corrective, impulse corrective, impulse corrective. Failure to make a new low. Break over the pivot above EMAs, and that's what's key here. This is a very sound entry, but I mentioned to you in the very beginning of the video, this is very difficult to take from a psycho-emotional standpoint. Why? I've been short all day. When I say all day, it's been 2 trades. They were both in the NASDAQ, the weakest of the 3, but they took a long time because I was sitting in them for so long. So I've been sitting short, almost in a unconscious, or my subconscious mind, really, my subconscious mind below the conscious level, rooting for down prices, right? Because you want your trade to win. It just happens automatically. And so now to switch allegiances, if you will, or biases into a long bias mode and momentum is a difficult thing to do. But I did it. I've taken it. And now the market's saying, no, I want to continue to go down. And that's fine. This is, again, a bearish day. You see the Dow is now down 40 basis points, 39 basis points, kind of capitulating a little bit along with the NASDAQ. Let's go take a look at the 3 sisters. You'll see that they look kind of flat here on this chart. But if I zoom out, you will see it more clearly that we are, in fact, trending down here in this last piece. And that's not the way that I'm looking for. This is the Dow here. But you will notice that the Dow still remains the most buoyant of the 3 participants here. So I'm long the right one. I'm long at the right place. This rejection of the zone with this hammer candle. You see that there? I'm long on a zone that is very meaningful. I'm long on a clean price action day, and that's important in my estimation and in my experience, quite frankly. And so if I give 1 hour back here, I'm just fine with it. It's the right trade to make, and I'm just following my model. I'll put you on pause, and we will take it from there. But I think I'm going to get stopped out here. We'll see. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back here, and the day is almost done. It's 3:52. There's only 8 minutes left in the day. I think what I'll do here is effectively close the model at break even. If we can get filled here at break even to close out the day so we don't go into the overtime. So an order here right at break even. I just need a little pop to get it up there. Waiting for it. Oops, going the wrong way. We can watch this together. I might have to take a full 1 hour loss instead. That's okay. It's part of trading. I'm going to hold out for a break even here. And there it is, guys. So out break even on this trade. Again, this is a zone reversal trade. Very difficult emotionally to take after this bearish day. I'm sitting in it for a long time. This is a 2-minute chart. Got into this trade at 2:16. It's now nearly 4 o'clock. So you get the idea. You can see that the market was trying to make it happen, right? This is a zone reversal setup. It was a good setup. It was about as good as it gets. It's not, I didn't have to wait for an opposite color candle. If this was an opposite color candle, in other words, a white body, then it would have been just about perfect for a zone reversal. This is an inside day on the Dow. In other words, it held up really well. If this was a cascading bearish candle, then not everything would be in place because the daily would not be supporting along, but you get the idea. So did not profit, did not lose. It was a break-even trade, but it had to be taken. And so that's why I took it. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you for your support today. 3.5 hour day for the model. And I appreciate everything that you're doing. Thank you for those who bought me coffee today. Set up a Buy Me a Coffee account. Many people have tried to, offer me something for my help. And I just have, been turning it down. And so I set up that account, and people have been very generous to me. Let's just put it that way. And I am very grateful. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Have an amazing night. We'll talk soon. Take care.